you are sitting down with the best. It's 94 feet, nothing more, nothing less. Started from the bottom, now I made it past the steps. But you gotta have a vision like, what's your triple threat? 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT. As always, I got to ask y'all, man, please subscribe to the pod. Give me a follow on social media platforms at 94feetwithcoachjt.com. Hit my website, man. I got the merch going, you know what I'm saying? Stay applying pressure. That's what we doing. I can custom make something for you. It's hoop season, football season going on, man. I can get you whatever you want on that website. Tap in with me. Again, 94feetwithcoachjt.com. All right, let me get into this intro, man. Me and my guy been crossing paths for a while now. We've been missing each other, and I know I should have got him on a long time ago. However, but we know timing is everything, man. My guest today, man, Mr. Marcus Kirkland, the founder of Strive Above Others, an organization dedicated to developing athletes through elite coaching and impactful event planning. For a lot of years, Marcus has led Strive Above Others while also serving as the assistant director of the Elk Grove Royals for a while, where he focused on elevating local talent and supporting student athletes in the balance of academics and athletics. I'm going to say it again, the balancing academics and athletics. Marcus' mission, man, it goes far and beyond the court. His passion about helping athletes research scholarship opportunities, grow as leaders, thrive in every aspect of life. Also, as a former athlete himself, college basketball player from Simpson University, he knows firsthand the dedication that it takes to perform both on the hardwood and in the classroom, man. Marcus, I appreciate you for tapping in. What's good?
What's up, man? Dang, that was good. You had the whole little thing.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm true to this, not new to this now, man. Been a while, man. Appreciate you stopping in, taking time out your day, man. Again, much love. First off, respect what you've been doing, like I said, on off the court, regardless of where we at. Timing is everything. Appreciate you, man. What's good? How you been?
Good, man. One day at a time, man. Just one day at a time. Appreciate you having me. Definitely love the setup and everything you're doing, bro.
Yeah, man. Shots to Woods Media over here, man. Y'all gotta tap in. It's fire. I'm gonna tag him in everything.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little shot. Chris, you gotta step it up, okay? This podcast is way better. The setup is way better.
Shots fired.
Chris, you better step it up. I don't know if I could join. I'm joining this team over here. Woo! It's cool in here. I got some air. It ain't hot. We started on time. I got people introduce themselves. My bad.
You good? It's we here though, but that's what's up, man. Again, shout out to the team here, man, doing some dope things. Where do we start? But let's just, for those who may know you and may not know you, bro, who gonna see this interview, give me some background, man. Tell me about Marcus, man. Where you from, man? What was the upbringing like? What sports backgrounds was you into, man? Let's go, man. Let's rock.
All right, so from the Thomas area.
Okay.
Love sports. My dad always had me in boxing though from the start. We had the little cassette tapes back in the day. So
wait, Marcus, you ain't that old, man. Come on.
My dad had cassettes.
Your dad did. How old are you, Marcus?
Huh? I'm about to be 33 now.
Bro, you still a young buck, bro.
Well,
but dad had him though.
Yeah,
okay.
Cassette tapes, and he played football, but he had us in basketball, baseball, and me and my little brother, and I went to the Thomas High.
Yeah.
I wasn't that good in high school, if I'm being honest. Well, at least not to my standard. I wasn't good. Hit my growth spurt after.
Okay.
Then tried to play at Sierra, couldn't play there, so I just went to school. And then hit my growth spurt, and then all of a sudden things started to change. I'm at Cal Fit. I'm actually winning games now. I'm running the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So things will look a little different. And then I went to open gyms. I didn't even know what open gyms were, but I went to William Jessup. Okay. My friend Marquise was playing out there, and Keenan Prince. So I'll go. Oh, and Jay Wash was there too. So, and Derek. So it was a lot of guys I knew.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to walk on over there. I just wanted to play.
Right.
Right. And then Simpson had an open run too, so I went out to Simpson. I did really good that open run. I was going to William Jessup. So I went to Sierra. I would go every weekend. I would just stay at William Jessup with Keith.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the open run the next day, and then I'll go home. Or go back to school, then go home the next day, whatever it was, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever the case may be. So, like, Marquise played a big influence in my life. He didn't even probably knew it because he was older than me. He was like 3 or 4 years older, and he was always good on the court. He went to the Thomas as well, so he would just, I would watch film with him. I would be at his house. We'd just talk hoop, and I was just learning from him. And then Simpson happened. They gave me a partial scholarship, so I just went to Simpson.
Man, that the journey to get to Simpson didn't happen for you overnight. Like you said, late growth spurt. But also being from the Thomas, man, Natomas, I mean, it's been around Sacramento for a while, but Natomas more recently is definitely more known for the basketball and football now. During your time there in Natomas, what was that environment like at Natomas and stuff like that? What was this basketball like for you personally? Was it popping? Was it something we had? Was it on the come up? What was it like? Because early on, prior to me graduating, after I graduated, Natomas had a little run too. They had a good run a couple years after that. Gerald played there. Dude named Brian Vidal. They had it rocking over there. Yeah. Damian Carter. Those dudes played there. I played with Damian in that city. But what was that experience like, man, being in high school out there?
It was good. I like Natomas. It was great, man. We had, like I said, Marquise, Isaiah Robinson, Javon Daniels, Royce. They were older than me. So
Royce Mitchell?
Royce Mitchell.
World small.
Yeah,
I played football. Royce too. Royce, good dude, man.
So they were older. I always looked up to them. So I was like the little brother. They always see me. So I was just always trying to catch up to them. And I think for me, like we fast forward a little bit, they start asking me to train them or work with them. That was crazy to me. Like, snaps, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would just say I loved Natomas. I loved everything about it. Loved going to school there. It was, I wasn't the best athlete at times, so I went through some tough patches, but that just made me grow as a person because I feel like you have to go through stuff.
Yep.
Nothing was given to me at all.
So perfectly right into the next talk about the adversity. A lot of people always talk about you see the grit, the glam as far as on the social media, but the unseen hours or the hard work or the failures don't show up enough. Or people don't express those though, man. On here, we always got to do it because I would say my story was something similar. Keep working. During those adversity moments at high school, like probably either not making the team or not getting a lot of minutes, what would you do to keep yourself going or focused on what kept you pushing and motivated? Because as we know, it's easy to quit. It's easy to quit, man. It's easy to give up. But what kept you like, I'm finna go to Jessica, I'm finna go to Open Run, I'm finna go up here. What was that?
So this what happened. This one story.
Okay.
It's embarrassing, but it's the true story. So every time in the summer, my parents would drive us to games because they didn't have rides. Some people didn't have rides, but my parents were always there. But this time, my dad was a police officer. I think something happened at work because he couldn't be there. So we got 10 guys waiting. The cars only could fit 6 or 5. So they had to make a pick because they had a game say the game was at 6, it's 5. They only could take 6 people in the car. So 4 had to stay left behind. It was me, Clifton, Malcolm.
Wow.
And someone else. I forgot the other person.
They left you.
Left us. But I'm going to be honest, I would have left myself too. You got to win, right? So they ended up leaving me. I ain't going to lie, I was crying. I cried in the car. I was hurt.
They made an executive decision, huh?
But the coach, you're going to pick who you need to pick. So I turned out, I said, everybody they put in that car, I'm going to be better than. So that point on, I would go to the gym. I start lifting. I start just, working out with Marquise, asking questions. And that drove me to get better and better. And I needed that, though. I think sometimes you need that wake-up call. And it's nothing personal. When you're young, you think, that coach was – but Coach Foster and Coach Denard, they just wanted to win. Yeah. So you got to take the 6 that's going to win. And I still think they're great coaches. I'll never forget that day. I never would. I went home. I remember my dad came home and was like, don't you got a game? I was like, yeah, they left me. And
Man.
he was like, oh, that's crazy. But that just sparked something. It just, from that day on, I'm going to be better than everybody here. I'm going to do better than everybody here. You know what I mean? Just
what's up? Yeah, for sure.
That drive. But that was definitely embarrassing for sure.
Yeah, I believe it. During that adolescent stage, man, I mean, basketball, as we know now, is played at a different level. It's different. But who are some players, somebody who may look up to, mimic your game after? Or was like, I want to be like him. Like, this is who I'm rocking with. Who kept you on the pro level, like, or at college, whoever?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody in your family either also, it doesn't matter.
Obviously, Kobe Bryant. Can't do what he does, though, but love Kobe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Kobe. And then Mike Bibby, I liked his game. I feel like I was like, oh, hopefully I get that height. And his game wasn't, he ain't dunking and stuff. Well, he could dunk in college, but, NBA, he was more coming off the pick and roll, setting things up.
Right.
So looking at stuff like that, definitely like Steph Curry. I think everybody wants to shoot like him, right? So looking at stuff like that, I would just say, but Kobe was the main thing, Kobe Bryant. I'm a Laker fan too.
Man, what was it like not to make the junior college team your first opportunity? You were walking on, you tried out and didn't make it?
I didn't get to try out. Coach Fasano didn't let me try out, man. Didn't get a tryout, nothing. I said, dang, this is basketball a little rough out here.
Junior college rough, boy.
So junior year in high school, didn't play. Senior year, I didn't start at first. I got all league.
Okay.
Then freshman year, tried to talk to Fasano. Didn't let me work out. Sophomore year, this doesn't count because I gray shredded. Nothing happened from there too. But then I hit my growth spurt and things start changing. But no, this basketball thing been a journey. So like my thing was just playing college. I knew I wasn't going to the pros. Let me just get in college.
Hey, you're still a 1%er.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just get in college, and that was the goal. But I've been through, man. Look, someone leave you and pick some 6 other people, boom. Then the coach at the JC, like, no, you can't even try out.
Yeah.
And then tell you everybody on the roster, basically telling you ain't good enough.
Yeah.
And then Darrell, he coaches at Burbank.
Oh yeah.
I ended up, he was at Sierra there, so I ended up working out with him too. So I would work out with Darrell. He would come and he would show me his stuff, and then that really changed my perspective because this dude Darrell 2-ball dribble.
Yeah.
He would be all in the gym. He was nice too, and he was strong. We would lift. He would bench press, good heavyweight. I was like, oh okay, I got to step it up.
Right.
So seeing Darrell and Keith back to back, then it kind of like, okay, this is it ain't obviously the NBA, but this is a little standard I got to try to reach.
That you talk about growth spurt, man. I mean, to me, you sound like, what's the growth spurt? What do you mean? How tall were you going to high school and go to college?
Probably 5'7", 5'8".
Oh, you ain't lying.
And then boom,
you shot up though.
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3".
You shot up.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then when I would come home from Sierra College, like I said, my dad's an officer, I would come and just go to sleep. I would sleep from like 4 all the way until the next day, and he thought I was smoking. So one day he was sniffing me. I woke up like, Dad, what you doing? He's like, what you go to? You been asleep for the last?
I'm growing, pops.
Knocked out. But my brother too, he graduated at 6 foot.
Yeah,
now he's 6'6".
He had it. Yeah, okay.
So
y'all was late to the party, but y'all got there.
Yeah.
That dedication to have you ever been up to Simpson, or where'd you hear about Simpson, or how did you? Because people, that's not everybody's radar, bro.
I forgot how that even happened, but I went with Isaiah, which is Marquise's brother.
Okay.
And they were looking. I think honestly, they were looking at him.
Okay.
So I was going. I think he needed a ride, so I ended up going, and I just took advantage. And Coach Russell, shout out to Coach Russell. So at that school, there's a JV and a varsity. I didn't know that. I just thought it was just a main team.
Yeah.
So when I got there, they had me on the JV team. I said, dang, I'm taking all types of strays. But we would play junior colleges.
Yeah.
So my first 3 games, I averaged like 17.
You play all the JUCOs though.
So then they moved me. They're like, the coach brought me in, like, we don't know who you are. Because during that summer, going in, it would be my sophomore year, but really my freshman year, because I didn't start my clock. I would work with Dave, Country Day.
Oh, yeah, Ank.
Yeah. So I was working out with them. So then in there we had
Pros.
Aaron Haynes.
Everybody.
Aaron Haynes was cold.
That's my dog, my best
Crazy
friend.
Woo.
Yeah.
Who else was there? DT.
Everybody was there, man.
You know what I mean? So then
you might get Dante.
there's a dude
Jason
that played
Thompson
like Ty Lawson. I forgot his name.
Yeah, it was so many people in that lab, man. There's so many guys in that lab.
So that taught me a lot too, because them games get real, and if you don't make your left hand layup
90 degrees,
on the left hand side, you got to make your free throw. Yep. So that helped me get ready. So I'm dealing with all these pros. So when I get to Simpson,
nothing.
I'm like, this is it.
Cooking.
This is what everything is. So the coach brought me in and was like, look, we don't know who you are. You're doing really good.
Yeah.
His son was the guard, Dalton. So he was like, you know what I mean?
But we need to win, though. Taking my son's minutes.
His excuse was, and everybody need to make sure their grades on point. My grades weren't the best. He goes, you got to get your grades up before you can come back up. And then he said, we want to see you one more game on the JV. So we played against Siskiyous. I think I had 19. And I got my grades up there. We do a grade check every week. So I went to like a 2.3 to like a 2.8.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay. And then, but then he wasn't trying to play me. So now I'm like, okay, now.
Minutes now. Come on, bro.
So he gets hurt.
Over.
We play Masters. Masters was ranked in the NAI number 5. We end up beating them. So it was an upset. And they were like, they see me play. Like, questions start happening. How come he's not playing? Stuff like that. But, Dalton was really good at the time, and I was still learning. I was coming in my freshman year and understanding college ball. College is different from high school. And that 2-year gap of not playing, but I was playing, like going to open gyms and going to Dave's, and I went to Gus.
Yeah.
So just find a way, and then before you know it, sophomore year happened. I went from 2 points to 5 points, and then junior year I was 6-man, so then 9 points.
Okay.
And then senior year I was all league. And then that's all they wrote from there.
That's what's up, man.
Got my business degree, and then.
Hey, that overall experience though, right? I tell like even like say that's your end goal. Maybe not no pro, but just to play any college, bro, is a blessing, right? It's a 1% chance that you may be a collegiate athlete, but also you did say you got your degree. What'd you get your degree in?
Business. So I was still want to open my own facility, but I got my own program going. So I'm doing everything I said, but it's just, the overhead from a business is a lot. So you got to make sure. But I have, shout out to Lorenzo Jackson, Jacob Payne. I'm saying their last names. Bays.
Yeah.
Like those guys. My brother, obviously, KP, they're all helping. So it's like building my own community.
That's dope.
Kind of just.
That support system
is
needed, especially in being a business owner in anything, but also dealing with youth and
Yeah.
sports events, you need support, but also some loyal people, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna really rock with you. Can you make a few highlights though, man, out of college? What's some things that you outside of that big win you had there? Anything else that sticks out? Like, nah, I ain't never gonna forget this moment.
We playing Boise State. They top 25.
You played Boise?
Yeah, we in the car. And then I said, Coach, is this like the biggest game of Simpson
Ever.
history? And he was like,
Yeah.
well, the last few years, they're top 25. We ain't never played nobody top 25.
Yeah, they was
And then, like, they escorted us to the game like we was somebody.
Boise
But we
crazy up there.
What? They beat us by a lot. It was,
Yeah.
But I
It's the money
still
game
scored. I
stuff.
think I had like 6 points. So, shoot, stop playing.
Bro,
That little highlight cool. I was like, I made it. I made it.
Hey, I
man.
went to
Boise State.
HBCU, bro. I understand them is money games. I played against Kyle Corver in college. We walked
Yeah.
into that gym. I was like, this is wild. He probably had 30 at halftime.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like for me, it's like it's experience traveling around.
Played
seeing them.
against UC Davis,
Yeah.
Sac State,
Okay.
Chico State, Humboldt State.
Hey.
So those were great experiences.
Yeah. And that's
1 for 15 against Sac State.
you was
We
getting
would
them up
play-
though.
We would play William Jessup. I would have 19, and I'm assuming they would see the scatter report. I don't know what it was at Sac State. They probably think I was off. Could have been a jumper.
Hey, trying to get it done in your hometown. That's all.
Yeah.
But you got them up though. 15
Yeah.
attempts. That means you wasn't shy.
I was shooting. I was missing.
You wasn't gun shy. Making that transition now, right? Because people they struggle with it. College basketball player, somewhat seek that pro thing. It doesn't work out for you. But you said you already knew that. What was the shift like coming out of college and going? What's next? What am I gonna do next?
Well, shout out to True Handles,
AD,
and Trev.
good people, man.
They was probably a little upset with me. Me and Trev talked about it because my name was Smooth Handle,
Yeah,
and that's a little bit too close to True Handle.
I got
But
you.
I was just trying to make a way, okay? I'm trying to make it. I don't know. You're trying to figure it out.
Good people though, man. I know
Yeah.
Trev and AD a long time, man. So that's what's up.
So that was my bad. So then when I talked to Trev about it, and I said, okay, I understand, brother. I'm just trying to be a trainer too. So then I changed the name to Strive Above Others. I didn't want no problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was never a problem though because AD trained me. Trev, like they
Yeah.
I used to look up to Trev too. I don't think he knows
Got
that.
it cleared up. Yeah.
Trev, man, playing against him, when I did play,
Different.
He was different for sure. Handles was off the chain. And I was like, who? And then obviously AD trained them. So I was like, Dad, I got to train with them.
Right.
They doing stuff I ain't never seen before. He could dribble just like, you know what I'm saying? Trev was just him. Him and Josiah Turner at Sac State.
Josiah was tough.
I mean, Sac High, not Sac
Yeah.
State. So, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I graduated. I got to pivot. I need to become a trainer. So now I'm trying to become this trainer. And Solomon Young comes around. He lived down the street. He went to Norwood with my brother. And then obviously I'm training my brother. Then Jaron lived down the street. Jaron played at Central Washington. And then Elijah Duplashan and Isaiah Duplashan. So I start training them.
Okay.
And then I'm like just building this little catalog slowly but surely.
Okay.
Because they are kind of from where I'm from. And I'm just meeting people and just training them. I'm just training whoever.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, I'm with the Royals. Shout out to Lorenzo.
Yeah.
But then COVID hits, 2020.
Yeah, I remember.
So we in Lorenzo's backyard training.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, let's do something. He's like, let's do the Royals. He said, I got the Royals going. So we just start doing the Royals.
Mm-hmm.
I start helping out with that. And then during that time, I'm like, okay, I got to get a career. Because this training thing cool, but, sometimes parents don't pay on time. And you know what I mean? So I got to make sure that something's coming in. So my dad had me apply to probation.
Okay.
So that was 2018. I became a probation officer, probation aide at the time. So I just needed some money coming in so I can, you need some funding to live the dream.
Yeah, you got to, your main business got to support your side hustle business.
So now I'm a probation officer. I'm with the Royals. We were growing fast. We had like 6-7 teams. It was growing too quick, so we had to kind of slow it down. But 2020 happens. We're in Lorenzo's backyard. We got 50 kids because, none of the kids can't go nowhere to go. So Lorenzo and his family, shout out to Amanda, Sid, Cameron, the whole fam, Madison, we just became that whole year. I was at his house from January to December, literally every day, training kids and stuff like that.
That was clutch during that time because that showed you what kids wanted to get the work in too.
Yeah,
they'll be outside. We had to go outside and train. No indoor gyms. We wouldn't get no gyms.
So we had
outside blacktops.
Phil Fain was there. He's overseas.
Yep.
It was so many people there. We was just going. I think all of us was just kind of knew we had to make this work. And then after 2020, 2021, we kind of shut down the Royals because it grew too fast.
Yeah, y'all. It was
in AAU.
Crazy.
You got to grow slowly.
It was crazy.
Because it was just like, boom, we got 8 teams, and who's coaching it? We moving around. But that was a great experience. I loved the Royals, though. That was definitely fun.
That's what's up.
Now we moving fast. 2022. I'm not 2020. Yeah, 2022. I'll never forget. I walk in. So I'm living with my girl's parents.
Mm-hmm.
We were joking about. 'Cause I was training Keegan. I met Keegan I met my wife through training Keegan, which is crazy. Keegan is now a senior at Granite Bay.
Yes.
He's my wife's little brother.
Oh, okay.
So we're living at my in-laws,
Mm-hmm.
saving money, and we go, what if we move to Folsom? But some kept telling me to move to Folsom. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So we end up buying a condo in Folsom. He ends up going to Folsom and living with us. His parents are still around. He just wants to go to Folsom High.
Mm-hmm.
I end up joining the staff. I didn't mean to, but Coach
did.
Eric.
Yeah, you did.
No. Coach
Yeah,
Eric left, so I end up joining the staff with Coach Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
I go, and then at Lifetime, they have U-Hoops. So it's the Lifetime little league we have. Shout out to KP putting me into that. And then I'll never forget, I'm walking into a game. And Deli just met me. So I thought Deli was like some type of rapper at the time, which he's not. But I look, and I'm like, that's Kent Bazemore right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, snaps. And then Deli's like, hey, you got to meet Marcus. He a probation officer. He coached at Folsom. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, hey, brother, that's a lot of information. How you doing? But I'm like, first of all, Baze, you supposed to be with the I'm a Laker fan. Wait, you was just with Laker. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I just got waived. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if you need a trainer, you probably got all these trainers. Hey, I'm here. And he was like, after the game. So he's watching this play. He's like, after the game, I'll get your number.
Yeah.
So he watched us play and everything. He was like, hey, after he's like, took my number down, boom. I was like, you want to work out tomorrow? He was like, yeah, I'll work out tomorrow. So we go work out. I'm trying to be this trainer. I'm like, oh, this is my time. I got this. I finally got an NBA player. It's about to happen. I got flaked on a few times with other NBA players. So this is my time. God is good. I told my wife, I said, hey, we about to watch this. This is going to be the best training session. I wrote down my little training session. I'm like, we want to do this, this, and this. And I'm looking at his film. I'm like, okay, he got to work a little bit on his ball handling. His shot is there, but I can't teach him how to dunk. He already know how to do all that. Boom. I'm trying to go through everything in my mind. How do I make this workout the best workout? It's going to put me on the map,
Like
right?
it was that one.
So it's got to be the one. So I brought someone else. His name was Michael to come work out. I got my my rebounders. I got everything ready. Here we go, y'all. This is the workout. I get there. The workout's going cool. He's kind of filling it out. One of the drills, he stops it. He goes, it was a between to the base, going to the side. So you go between dribbling downhill and then bang out. He goes, that's not happening in the NBA. I'm like, what you mean? He goes, if the Dwight Howard right there.
You're not going to get 7-footer.
He goes, I can't dunk that. He said, I'll probably do a pull-up. And I was like, oh, you're right. Okay, boom. Okay, just do a pull-up then. Boom. So then he gets to the free throw line. And I'm like, okay. He started like the workout.
Okay.
And he vents for like 20 minutes about this everything, life and all this other stuff. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I messed up. I'm like, he ain't need a trainer. He need a friend right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this training stuff. In a sense of like, I don't need nobody to solidify me. I'm looking for this solidification from this person. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't need that. Right now, this dude needs a friend. I just need to be myself. I'm trying to be something I'm not.
For sure.
So when he's shooting the free throw, I'm mad at myself. I'm like, I didn't even see. He just got waived. He just got waived by the Kings, and I'm over here telling him to work out. That's probably the last thing he want to do. But he probably needs somebody. He's venting. He's talking about everything that's going on, things that
behind the scenes, that mental.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh. And I said, look, brother, I said, you know what? Thank you for working out with me. I said, I'm a probation officer. I coach at Folsom. And I was like, I do the mentor program at the hall. I said, everything you just said, I want you to say to the kids. And I said, if you could come to Folsom, just come. I said, you don't got to work out with me no more. If you don't need to. He was like, no, the workout was cool. And I was like, nah, this is deeper than just a workout. And I remember I went home to my wife, and I was like, I messed up. I was like, he needed a friend. I'm over here trying to be this trainer.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't even fit the trainer. I ain't never been in the NBA. How am I teaching someone that been in the NBA? He know more than me. So I was like, man. So I told Ted, I said, you know what? I'm going to fall back on this training thing. I think, it's not, I'd rather just be me. I'm just going to be me from here on out.
Got to do it.
Once that happened,
change.
Everything started going the right way.
Failing purpose.
What? So he comes to the hall. Mind you, I reach out to my chief. I'm like, hey, I got Kent Bazemore. She's a Warrior fan. She knows exactly who he is. She like, oh yeah, bring him. I'm like, he's want to speak. We got to get him through the background. Talk to my supervisor. Boom. He comes in, man. All the kids in the hall listening.
Dope.
They because everything he's saying, he's talking about how, you know, he was once here in the NBA, like not like superstar, but he was a, you know, player.
Relevant,
and then
for
now
sure.
things are starting to, you know, go different ways.
shift.
How he didn't get drafted, and you know he had to work hard. And if Clay doesn't play good in the summer league and sit down, he might not be in the NBA. Right. And he talks about how he wants to be a good father and just all these things. And these kids are now. I'm looking at kids in the hall. I'm like, oh snap, they like
They're
listening.
relatable, though.
Some of the kids that, you know, been a little knucklehead, they listening, they taking it in.
Man, how many times will they get to see an NBA player in front of their face, bro?
That part. And I was just like, see, this is what it's about. So then after he speaks to them, and then, you know, my Chiefs, they're Warriors fans, they're talking to him, asking them questions. Because, you know, he just played for the Lakers. They're asking him. He's being respectful, answer the questions. And then he goes to Folsom High. I'm coaching with Coach Wall. I say, hey, Coach Wall, can Kent Bazemore come to practice? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Man, he stayed from 5 to 9.
That's what's up.
Talking to the kids. You know, actually hopping in, joint, like directing stuff. You know, he didn't even know the system, but he like, and then he asked some coach. So now I'm like, oh, this is what it's about. I said, oh, we need to give back to the kids. I wish it was, you know, probably a different group of kids, but we're still helping kids, so it is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Folsom kids are great kids.
Gotcha.
Respectful. I love the community there. From Natomas and Folsom, obviously, you know, it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, and so even that dynamics though too. But just take that dynamics out of the equation. But how important once you found that purpose, whatever, how did it make you feel internally though? Because I've learned that in my past few years, man. People, how you doing? I am great. I'm blessed. When you walk in that movement, that purpose, bro, it's nothing like it. Like priorities are straight, things happen for you. It's a good feeling. Where
Great.
you want to be at. How did it make you feel overall?
Man, it was just blessings. I just understood that, you know, God showed me. First of all, you got to be ready for certain moments too. So I wasn't ready to train an NBA player. I just wasn't. I mean, I could give them a good workout, but that's not. They got that already, right? They looking for genuine people around them, right? Who's not going to be asking for money.
Best interest, for sure.
You know what I mean? So once you start doing the right things, things started to unfold and things got bigger and bigger. So what happened was, Bay start coming to Folsom's practice because he's not playing.
More present though.
So he's present. He's coming to practice, and before you know it, it's like we started this little family community thing, and we got to get Folsom ready for playoffs. He's in there. We're recording. Now, this is how powerful social media is. Now, as we're recording the work, I mean the kind of open runs with them and stuff, there's a player watching and happens to be one of the best shooters of all time. He's watching because they're friends. I'm not knowing that they're best friends. So we go to the Kings and Warriors game, and then I meet Steph Curry, and I was like, oh, snap, that's Steph Curry right there. But he was like he kind of already, you know, and this is the
He
part.
had eyes on it before.
This is the part. Baze goes, hey, this is Marcus. This is to
He
Steph.
knew you personally though.
Yeah, Baze goes, this is Marcus to Steph. He goes, this is Marcus. He's a police officer. He coached at Folsom. He's been helping me get through all the tough times. So I'm looking at Steph like, oh, snaps. I'm like, how you doing, brother? Nice to meet you. I'm like, this is the greatest shooter of all time. I'm shaking his hand. I'm texting my girl like, I just met Steph. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So then we go to a few more games. Then we go to his camp. And Cooper Flagg was there. And this is when I knew the NBA is different.
Yeah.
Cooper Flagg's different, y'all. Cooper Flagg, if he might not be like, he going to be okay in the NBA. I don't know how far he's going to go, but seeing him in person,
He that one.
he the coldest white dude I've ever seen. Because the drills they did, he knew that he had to go after everybody. And then everybody was there too. Like, what's the dude on the Spurs that got drafted? His dad played Harper.
Oh, yeah, Dylan Harper. Yeah.
He was there. It was like all these top kids
All the
were
picture
there.
NBA players
Were
probably was
there.
there.
But, you know, got to meet Brandon Jennings, play one-on-one against him.
BJ.
Hey, he nice. I went viral.
Lefty.
I went viral. He scored, I think, 10 straight on us. I was trying to lock him up, though. I was trying. He's just too good, okay? I was trying. So, anyway, something happens, and then I end up sitting next to Steph, and then he was like, what's Folsom? And I was like, oh, Folsom, that's where I coach at. And he was like, what's around? I'm like, he goes to a private school? I'm like, no, it's not private, but kind of is. But it's kind of not, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I seen your open run. Like, I'll come out there. I'm like,
I seen him pull up.
you ain't coming out there.
He pulled up.
I'm like,
on
you
you.
ain't coming out there. So time goes on, boom. That was the best camp. That Steph camp was like one of the best camps.
Yeah.
That was 2022, I think, or 23. 23, I forgot my days. But anyway, or years. So then, we got the open runs going. Bays is showing up. Jalen Wells been there.
Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Jalen.
1-6.
Jalen was
Memphis
doing his
Grizzlies,
thing in there.
Doing his thing.
He was going into his from Sonoma State to Washington State.
Yeah.
And I kind of seen that. Ben McLemore showed up a few times. I hope he's doing okay. Going through his stuff he's going through. But I don't forget, get a text. They're like, Babe was like, hey, 3-0 coming. I'm like, oh yeah, where he coming to? He coming to the run. Like, he ain't coming to no run. Stop playing. I said, bro, don't play with me like that. That's not even something. He's like, no, he said he coming on this day. Da, da, da. Okay. So I made sure they said, I think it was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So I invited all the kids from the Royals. Well, some of the parents that I was cool with from the Royals.
Yeah.
I said, hey, you guys are going to come here this time. So when we get there, I had some from my probation officers that I work with, my coworkers, come there for security.
Yep.
I told the GM, shout out to Joe. He's the GM at Lifetime. And I'm like, okay, we got there. I hit Barry up. Barry brought his guys 'cause I wanted to keep it low key.
Right.
And he might not show up. That's
yeah. So you still have a quality run and some don't have
it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we get there, we hooping early. Some of the kids are there. Parents are there. They're looking around. They're like, what are we doing here? Because if he coming at 5, they showed up at 3:30.
They were there waiting 2 hours ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Man, we get hooping. I look up, and I hear the whole gym kind of get quiet out of nowhere. I was like, oh, Snappy here. Steph Curry walked in the building.
Gym, huh?
I was like, oh. And so now I'm hyped. I'm trying to be cool. I'm hyped. I'm like, Pace really set this up. I said,
that's what's up.
Stephen Curry is about to play with us. So Barry beat us, right? The game before. So then Barry was like, we on first. I said, how you going to be on first? I'm the one to put this. I said, okay, do it. I ain't going to argue with you.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm like.
Who picked up Steph?
So I picked the teams. I put Steph and Bays on one team.
Okay.
Barry had his guys, and then I had my guys.
Oh, okay.
And then we split from there. Shout out to my friend Naz. Naz went to their team real fast with Steph and Bays.
That sound like Naz, man.
Naz went over there quick.
I used to have to guard that dude in junior college. Man, it was crazy.
Real fast. So anyway, we get to playing, and all the kids is hyped. They like, Coach, come here. You got Steph Curry. So it was crazy. So they get to playing, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to guard him at some point. So
be careful.
So I guard him, hit the game winner on me. Boom.
He did.
I don't know why my hands were down. So they beat us like 7-5. So then Barry's team get on, they lose, we get back on. So now it's a close game. I just make a layup to tie it up, and I see Steph get the ball. I'm picking him up full court. It's this time. Listen, I've been waiting my whole life. I've been rejected in the car. Y'all remember the story of the car? It was 10 of us, only 6 win. I got left behind. Tried to go to Sierra College.
Didn't work.
Right? Simpson, it was okay, but it was a struggle too.
Yeah.
So now this is my time. I've created this platform. Now let me see what this is. Man, I'm guarding Steph. I can't see the ball. And I hear little Easton go, get him, coach. I said, oh, I'm in trouble. My dad's there. My dad's looking. Joe's there. I got everybody there.
It's your moment.
So I'm like, I got to lock him up. But I'm like, once I start seeing him dribble, I'm like, oh, everybody talk about his shooting.
He can handle that appeal.
We ain't talk about the. So I'm like, man, I better not fall. And I'm seeing cameras out now. Now I'm realizing. Oh, yeah. So he hit me. So I'm staying down. I said, I'm not going for no fakes. If he shoots, he shoots.
That's
boom, boom. He shoots. I put a hand up. He misses. In my mind, I just locked him up. My brother switched to his team. Yes. My brother never passes.
No, he don't.
He got the ball. I'm looking. So Steph, I'm guarding you right now. I look at the ball, and then he gone. Steph has now moved somewhere.
Without the ball.
And now we are viral. We are viral. So when this happened, y'all, it was on Apple. It was on New York Times. It was on SAC-B. It was on LA Times. We was on the Gilbert Show. They were talking about it. It was on Twitter. It was on Instagram. It was on everything. The whole thing just went. And then after Steph took pictures with everybody, I said, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
He signed everything. I was just like, that's what it's about right there. When your heart's in the right place, your mind, everything is in the right place. When your attention, I don't want nothing from him. He just do it for the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for no interview after. I didn't ask them for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, because they got that already. And so when you do stuff like that, it just generally happens. And then that's when Ben can't start to come. Then Jalen came, and then obviously Kent Bazemore been there all the time. Shout out to Baze, man. He always shows up, plays hard.
Man. Shout out to Baze, man. At
you
the end of the game, too, for you two for hooking that up, man. He no second guessing. You asked me to interview with me post game at the pro, and he's like, "Yeah, I got you."
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, send it to me. I'm like, yeah, whatever you need, bro. I was like, yeah, definitely let it get you, as we see, as you're here now, so we get him in here too, man. We can have these conversations, bro. But in relationships, I mean, it's important to value relationships we have, but also the basketball or the sport, the game itself, allows us to do that. And so that's why I'm like, we go places we never thought we'd be, see places we never thought we would see, and through just communicating effectively, also being respectful, you feel me, like take care, but also having like empathy for others. Like, you know what, like you said, all right, don't worry about this basketball thing, bro. What's up with you?
Yeah.
Like, how can I help you, or what you going through, or just I'll listen, or let's go kick it somewhere else outside of basketball, bro. That's super important, man. The name, though, how'd you come up with the name, though, man? Strive with Uggs. I mean, you know, people, the slogans, names, titles, some hit, some don't. How did you know you had one and that one stuck with you?
Because remember, I told you my name was Smooth Handle, and once I realized that, you know, Trev and AD were like, they were like, bro, why would, that's kind of close to our name, right? So I was like, I gotta think of something else, and I did never want to disrespect them like that.
Right. I'm
just a kid trying to make it. So I'm in the classroom, and I was like, I've been through a lot with this basketball thing. So I was like, okay, I want to strive above people.
Okay.
So I'm striving above.
Okay.
And then I was like, others, like strive above others. Boom, you striving? Because LeBron got strive for greatness.
Right.
So I was like, strive above others. And I just was like, that sounds really good.
When you know, you know. I was told when you know, though, you know, like, that's it, that's it.
It just hit. I was in the classroom, business class, I remember. Wrote it down. And my best friend Tico, shout out to Tico Carlton, I told him, hey, we strive above others. So they rock with me still. So they was like, all right, cool. So that's how it went. And I just never looked back.
That's what's up. And you said you're in business class. Speaking of that, and again, it's highly important that athletes strive to be student athletes and get education. How impactful has that business background learning been for you right now?
Man, very, yeah. It's been important, man. It's been important because you need to know what you're doing. What I'm learning too, you need to have accountants. You need to have a lawyer to look at everything. You need to have contracts. Shout out to Ryan. Me and Ryan had a debate about contracts. No, people need to sign contracts because we need to know what's going on, and you need people to be there. Right, and you need to know if you're making a certain amount of money, where that money's going, how it needs to go, because you're going to get taxed for it. So my first year with SAO, I'm learning everything, and I'm starting to understand. But you know, you can't play. If you're going to do business, you got to make sure you're on point with everything. I wish the business classes went a little bit more depth about these things, because you got to have an accountant to look at everything. You got to know, you got to have everything. What I learned in Folsom is, if you look at, shout out to Coach Wall, he has FIBA. And I would learn from him. I coached FIBA for a little bit. I just watched and learned. Everything's detailed for how much you're going to pay, the schedule, what you're going to run, how you're going to run it. Very organized. And whatever people say about Coach Wall, I think he's a great coach because he has a system. And before that, he knows what he wants out of the players, the people around him. And you're not going to get confused because everything's there. So I learned that in Folsom a lot. And in Folsom, it's a little bit different than the Thomas, right? You got more business mindset people, more careers. Not saying the Thomas doesn't, just hear me out. So I like, one of my friends is a judge. I never had a friend that's a judge.
The resources and location plays a part in that, but that's what goes with that territory. So, which is, I mean, it's not unseen. That's what it is. But I think so. Even about that though, man, I'm in South Sac, still been there, but I also know, and we talked a little bit offline about this though too, because sometimes you have to shift or move a certain way. But I will say this though, and I try to do it now, but we need to make sure we go back or collab with others to make sure the place where we were or are have those resources or learn. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't put the light on them or show them what it's like, or like young kids, your business. Okay, look, we having a camp some here, but for a little bit of that, Mark's gonna talk about this business side of it, y'all. But in South Sac, in the Thomas, other places too, because if the schools or something else is not taking this priority to educate our kids, who's gonna do it, right? We are now. You're the younger OG. I'm the whatever. The responsibility is really on us to do that and do it with a point where, like you said, no bias. Like, it ain't about you, ain't about me. It's about helping these kids out, let them know what's going on, what resources they have, man. And I think that's something that I know doesn't happen often. But I would like to do more of it because I have a camp every year on my birthday. I invited trainers, my partners from all over, whoever else though. But it's like, get out there. It's enough kids to get trained. But also, it's a chance for you to meet new clients, stuff like that. Because for me, I don't train as much as I used to anymore. But like, there's a ton of kids everywhere. But also, I made this one free to come out and just go because everybody brings something different to the table. Everybody does something different. I'm like, man, I can't do that. I don't want to do it no more, but I know somebody who can. And like, use these platforms, use our leverage to be like, you know what, let's collab on stuff because our city is going to grow. The basketball is going to go up. Programs are going to strive above others once we just work together and like keep it about that. You feel me?
Yeah, I see the point, but what I've noticed was people see me in the Thomas as little bro.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got out to Folsom and I start growing, people start seeing the vision and now understanding. For some reason, I felt, this is my opinion, where I was from,
While you were there,
they wasn't on the same type of time.
Yeah.
So I had to get out just a little bit just to kind of show them what it's going to be, to come back to be like, so they can understand it.
I got
that
you.
makes sense?
No, yeah, like I said, we've talked about it before, man. Because I mean, and sometimes it's Sacramento too. That like when you're hot, everybody rocking.
Yeah.
When you're going, oh, we got you. But it's like I've been putting my feet on the ground. I've been working, and it's like, so why like you should have really got on with me. Like I wish you would have put earlier. But however, I would say timing is still everything, right?
Yep.
And you killing it. You making moves. But I do say, like, again, I see the results from the kids, the support, but also I see the stuff they get, but also I see the consistency, right? They are developing. They are learning the fundamentals of the game.
Yeah.
They learn how to play the game the right way and also be good kids, man. Like, at the end of the day, right? Our kids still need to be taught discipline, respect, and how to do that stuff. So shout out to you, man, as well. Currently, though, what's going on with right now? Are you in the coaching right now? What you doing right now?
So that's a loaded question. So this is what happened.
Okay.
So I didn't like how AAU was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to change the AAU world. It's going to take a while for me to change it.
Okay.
So Jacob, me and him met at the Lifetime in Roseville.
Mm-hmm.
So Jacob was like, man, I would love to sponsor a team.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? You really want to sponsor a team? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put SAO going to be the first year. So we started our first year. We have 10U that's coached by Keenan, KP.
Okay.
And then 12U, I coach 12U. Then 15U, I coach the 15U. And then 16s is Greg. And then 17s is my brother. And then Jacob kind of just helps with the sponsorship when it needs to. Mm-hmm. And he's been, man, one of the best supporters. Shout out to Jacob.
A while ago, too.
We all got,
field,
we had 4 uniforms.
Fire.
He bought, 3 sets of uniform, didn't like them. So he bought another set.
That sound like Jacob, though. He
didn't like
he
them.
Gonna dress.
Yeah.
He gonna do
You know what I'm saying? So he got another set. Then shout out to Soul Pack, the bag I got you.
Okay, for sure.
So we're partnered with them. So we had like 100 bags. Everybody got a backpack.
Dope.
We sponsored 1 month free at Lifetime for a membership.
Okay.
Shout out to Jacob for that. And then, so we got the teams going. That's that. Mm-hmm. So then we have the police and fire coming probation. Mm-hmm. I play with the sheriffs in San Diego.
Got you.
So I'm on that team. So that is just for fun.
Yeah.
And then we have Lifetime. We just came back from New York. We went 2-1. We lost in the first round. We got
wait. Lifetime Fitness.
They have a national.
Oh my God.
So they have a national team. So we get a team together, and we play other Lifetimes.
I'm like, I never heard of that before, but I see.
So we went to New York. Wow. It's cool. We played at the one that all like LeBron and them play at. That
Melo all them work out in there.
Yeah. We played there.
Wow.
It was fun. It was me, my brother.
That's crazy.
Baze usually plays. He's either in New York, Vegas, or Dallas. So I'm part of that team.
Yeah.
So then we also got shout out to Gus Armstead, the SBDL.
Yep.
So then we have our program. We got a lot of college guys, pro guys.
Good rosters too, man.
Yeah, we undefeated, by the way.
Good rosters, man. Well coached team. Good rosters. Overall, man, how does it make you feel though? As far as like again, being left, not making the squad, whatever it is, to now you had the opportunity to play. Now you're impacting lives in a different way. Now you're traveling, still get to play as an adult, but also get to coach. Like, how you feeling overall about the start and not even finished because you're still going about what this journey been like for you?
Man, I just think God has a way of working, man. I had a mom and a dad growing up, and I never took that. I never took that like and understood how important that was. Mm. And then God had a way showing me with probation, working in the hall.
What you could be, what could have been.
What could have been, and also seeing people like me that don't got that. When you talk to the kids, like, hey, where's your mom and dad at? And they go, I ain't got no mom and dad. Mm-hmm. And you're like, what you mean? Like, I was kind of confused. Like, what you mean you ain't got no mom and dad?
Yeah.
And I live with my grandma, or whatever the case may be.
Facts.
So when you see stuff like that, that hits a little harder. And then you see that it's a lot of us in there.
Yeah.
So then I was so happy when Baze came to the hall to speak to him. And my goal is to get, I'm going to sound crazy, but Curry,
to existence.
Jamal Crawford, shout out to Juan Toscano Anderson. Yep. He came to my open run recently. Mm-hmm. Jalen, I want them to all go to the hall. Yeah. Because these kids ain't got like, they ain't got a mentor. They ain't got a big brother. And if they do, the big brother might not be guiding them the right way. Because they seen the whole different side.
Yep.
So, like, for me, it was just like, God was showing me, like, okay, you know, you and your mom ain't got the best relationship, but you need to appreciate her for what she did for you. Because not everybody got a mom and dad.
That too. You only get
right?
one, for sure.
So you need to see this. So when I was in the hall, I was more like looking around like, damn,
bro.
I was taking all this for granted. My dad was there every day. Every game I went to, I could look and my dad was going to be there. If I wanted the new shoes, I wanted the Kobe's, my dad was going to buy it, right? My dad was going to be there. Something happened, my dad's showing up. And if not, my mom will be there. My mom will always be there at the time. Even though she crazy, the time she needed to be, she will show up.
That's
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
God showed me that. And then God showed me the structure within probation, how things are. So that kind of helped me with the business stuff too. Kind of seeing how to navigate things because in ours, we got a chief, assistant chiefs, right, and supervisors and stuff.
Serve.
And I'm seeing how everything goes, and I'm seeing how they bring people in to help the kids, and I'm just taking things in and kind of just, okay, this what I'm gonna do is strive of others. Okay, boom. Okay, I'll do this over here with this. Oh, I'm looking. Oh, they got this here.
Cross over.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And then it would be funny though. Like I'll go to work and hold the kids, and they got their attitudes, and I go to Folsom. They try to have their attitudes, and I just tell them, hey, man, y'all better be thankful around here. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all got everything up in here. And just seeing, and God would show me, you know, the kids over here in Folsom, what they have, and there's kids over here that don't got.
So the kids at Folsom, y'all got to be appreciative.
Yes, and I would tell them, like, y'all got to be thankful for everything y'all got. Yeah, okay, Coach Wall can be on you, but he's a great coach. I said, once you done in college, once you get to college, you ain't going to have another coach like this. So it feels good because, you know, God's just going to put you through everything. And my bad to be speaking so much about law enforcement, but
it's your journey, but also it's dope, but also it's a need for us to. And I will shout out to you, man. Really shout out for you taking that initiative, though, and bringing something to the table that is probably never offered. So, you know what I mean? That's a one-off thing. Like, what? We got an NBA player in here? Nobody's ever done that, probably. Nobody's ever put that. So, I mean, but for you to put that out there, that speaks to your testament. And you would also shout to Bays, too, for just stepping up. Like, they don't have to do nothing. They don't want to do right. So that, but again, relationship-wise and what he's going through, he probably felt like, man, hopefully he can change a couple of these young boys' lives or stuff like that, too, man. So shout out to you, too, man. Before we go, man, end every show. You know, in basketball, triple threat, dribble, pass, shoot. But I want your personal triple threat, man. Like, give me 3 things. If somebody see Marcus or see SAO coming to the gym, what are 3 things that they know or you can hang your hat on about yourself, about your program that you want to let everybody know right now? Your personal triple threat. Okay.
Go back to the fundamentals.
Okay.
Look to pass first.
Okay.
Move without the ball.
Okay.
Spot up.
For sure.
Because at the next level, that's what it is. You're not always going to have the ball in your hand.
Okay.
So I want to teach try to teach this year the 16s and 17s was try to move without the ball. Try to understand that. Try to understand what a flex is. Try to understand what a motion is. 1-4 high. How do you break a 2-3? What's a 2-3? What's a 2-2-1? Just the basics of the game. But if a player's on my team and he's too good for my team, then I'm going to send him to Jalen Wells Elite, right? If I need someone that needs to work on their jumper, I'm going to send them to Ryan. If I need someone to work on their dribbling, I'm going to send them to True Handle.
It's okay to do that.
If I needed someone to get that, what's his thing? Is it Kobe Hours? I'm going to Seals, right? Yeah. If I need somebody that you want someone that's going to be on your kid, Nate Garth.
Yeah.
If I want someone that's going to also train hard too, Dante. Yeah. Right? If I'm more the kids or camps, I have free camps that I was throwing. I threw like 3 of them. Right. But I like what Sam does. Right. I want people to know Tribe of Others that we all together. I got to do better as not holding grudges. I do be holding some grudges.
We all do that, and I think that show growth too. But also, again, in that purpose, those don't help us get there. But what you just said right now alone, some people probably would never came up here and shout out, that was 8 trainers in Sacramento. Yeah. Some people would have never done that. So even that's a growth regardless, right? But now letting everybody know, hey, man, I can't do everything. I'm not good at everything. However, I know somebody, like you said, go over there, please. He's going to get you right. Yeah. He's going to get you right. So definitely shout out to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up.
No problem, man. It was fun.
Man, anytime, bro. Again, keep doing what you're doing, like I said, man, and just keeping the head down, focused. But also, and it seems like you're enjoying yourself in every moment of this, man. I think that's a big thing, man. The passion, the energy's still there, the smile. Watching you coach, watching how to you hoop, you're in it for the right reason, so that's why you're getting the results you are. But also, we got to enjoy this thing, man. And congratulations in order, too, man, for you and the wifey. So many blessings, man. Y'all, man, you heard it first, man, live. Coach, 94 feet with Coach JT, Marcus Kirkland, we here, man.
Wait, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Shout out to my wife and
of course, brother.
And my daughter coming, 7. We're calling her 7J Kirkland.
7.
She should be born September 23rd. Shout out to my in-laws and Keegan. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to everybody.
To wifey right now, man. My man said turn the phone. I said turn the phone. I said never mind. Keep that phone on. Don't turn that phone off. On her calling. Nope. You got you on call, buddy. Praying for everything goes smoothly. Healthy baby, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate
And
you.
real quick, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir.
You're
Appreciate
doing
you.
it. This
Trying
is
to get
big
there.
right here. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this thing right here.
Shout out to the company,
You
man. I'm in
doing
here,
it.
man. I got to rock with them.
What?
This is a dope setup, man. I walked in too. I was like, yes, sir.
You and Chris need to do a
Family.
collab.
We ask whoever.
Yeah,
Y'all need to
you,
link
Chris.
it up.
Yeah. And
Keep it
then
going.
obviously we got Jacob and Baze coming.
Yep. Stay tuned, y'all. It's finna get it cracking in here.
Shout out to everybody in Sacramento that's doing good. And also we got Folsom and Grant today.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Yeah. It don't matter. I ain't a football guy.
Sacramento wins at the end of the day. I would say
Sacramento wins
that.
at the
I know the head coach at Grant, and then I know some of the players at Folsom.
It
so
should be a lit game, bro.
It's on
Hopefully
ESPN.
They go ahead and take care of it tonight, man. But again, shout out to you. Yeah, y'all tune in, man. Follow me. 94 Feet with Coach JT. Hit the website, wherever you need, merch, all that stuff. Just watch my episodes, man. Subscribe to the pod. Leave some comments, man. You talk, I talk back. We out. Peace. Appreciate it.
You were sitting down with the best. It's 94 feet, none more, none less. Started from the bottom, now I made it past the steps. But you gotta have a vision like, what's your triple threat? 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet.